we are back now. I very quickly had to unplug and plug the microphone back in, and I think it should be working. It should be working now. Yep, I'm back now. And is the sound must be better because I unplugged and plugged the microphone back in. So it should be a better sound now. But do let me know if you can still hear the hissing sound. Which, when you hear the hissing sound, that's I haven't got any snakes in my room. What it is that the fan in the computer is keep going, so that's what sometimes the microphone picks up, and that's what you hear. So I have to then unplug and plug the microphone back in, and there we go. Right, so let's get started. I'm gonna pick up. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna do, let's say, let's do an 8 bead strap. So I'm gonna pick up 8 of these lovely beads. Now I do love working with, I'm just gonna zoom in a tiny bit more. I do love working with delicate beads because they are cylinder in shape and they do fit together quite nicely. The size 11s fit together like Tohos or Ryukis or any of your better quality seed beads do fit together beautifully as well. But with delicas, the shape of them just makes them really nice. And pull this out of the way so we can see. So I'm going to do a little peyote stitch band. So as I have got 8 delicate beads on here, I'm going to just pull one back. I'm going to pick up one and I'm going to go through the next one. So I'm going back towards my tail. I'm going through the second delicate bead down and pull this up. It's nice and tight. Then I'm going to pick up another one. Again, I'm going to miss one bead and then I'm going to go to the next one. So I missed the third bead and I'm going through the fourth one here. There we go, and I'm going to pull this nice and tight. And I'm going to pick up another one. I'm going to miss one and go through the next one. I'm going to miss one and I'm going to go to the next one. That's it, and pull it nice and tight. So now you can see we got, it's sort of like a brick pattern. They are sitting side by side right next to each other. Now I'm going to turn this around and go back on myself. So this is the beauty of peyote stitch, that you're always going through the beads from now on, the ones which are sticking out. So I'm going to pick up a bead. Obviously I'm going to miss the one I'm coming out from, and I'm going to go through the second one and pull this up nice and tight. Then I'm going to pick up, I'm going to let the end go now because I've got a little bit of beading here to hold on to. I'm going to pick up another one and go through the next one. And all the way down, I'm going to pick up one by one and make a little strip. Just like that. And I'm going to turn it around. Now you can sort of stitch backwards if you like. I like to turn it around and then always stitch away from myself. So even though whatever beading I'm doing, I always like to flip-flop my work to be more comfortable for me, I guess. And how I can also see the hole better from this way, because if I'm trying to come back on myself, you quite often can see the hole, but if I'm stitching away from myself, I can always see the hole which I need to go into. So I just find that it's quicker and easier. So I'm using the file line for this one, and then I'll make another one up with the thread, and then we'll test both of them, which ring is gonna last longer. So the fine line I'm using is the 6-pound one. I'm just gonna move my needle up a little bit. So when you use the thread and the fine line, it's very different in structure as well, and it's very different sort of feeling when you use it, because when you use the thread, is a little bit more slippery, it's already waxed, and with fine line it's a bit more sticky, I guess. That's the how I can describe it the best. It's not sticky at all, but that's, I guess, how it feels. It binds your beads together, both of them just as well. I love the thread. You know, I use the thread all the time because it comes in all sorts of different colors, and I love matching up the color to my beads so the thread sort of disappears. So I can come back on myself, so you could do this as well if you wish, but you can see it's harder to find the hole and as I'm coming down. So that's why I like to flip flop my work backwards and forwards. Now go ahead, I like to do maybe, I don't know, about half an inch or so of this. So then once I have a half an inch, and I will go in and do the decoration on the top, because I want to add some decoration beads to the top. And then once I do that, I will go back down and do the other side of the strip. Lauren is saying the picture is great, nice close up, but sounds like heavy rain on the roof in the background. Sound is not good. So the sound, we are back to the built-in microphone. So if let me just change the scene real quick. Is this still?